problem with this Wheaton team. They've got 5 shooters out there on the floor. You can't just zone. Well, we're about to find out how well the Titans match up with the Wheaton Thunder here in round number 2 of their annual series. Let's hear from Titans coach Ron Rose as his Titans prepare to take on the 25th ranked Thunder.
Ron, big ball game tonight with your team still in the hunt for that 4th seed in the conference tournament. I know that you guys would love to make a good push for that.
We would, but we got to go one game at a time. I think you start looking 4 games ahead. It's a pretty overwhelming task looking at our opponents. So tonight our whole focus is on Wheaton.
And when you look at Wheaton, obviously everything starts with their point guard, Kent Raymond, who is just sensational. As you game plan for them, how do you prepare to try to stop Kent Raymond?
Well, he's outstanding, and he does it with the ball, but I think he's more dangerous when he's moving away, without the basketball, and their whole team is that way. Kent Raymond, it starts with him, but they've got a number of guys that know their roles and play it very well, and you don't guard Raymond with one guy. Jordan Morris will get the initial assignment, but it's got to be a collective effort, and our goal is to kind of carry over the defense we played in the second half at Milliken, carry that right over into tonight's game.
There's so many good coaches in this league, and Bill Harris is certainly towards the top of that list. It's very hard, I've seen over the years, to zone a Bill Harris team, and it just seems like he runs his stuff so well, whether you zone him or play man. What do you plan to do tonight to try to throw off the Thunder?
Well, it's hard to zone them and it's hard to man them. They're just a very efficient offensive team, and we're gonna try to mix things up. I think we've done that the last few games and throw different looks at them and see which one's the most effective. And I liked our aggressiveness in the man-to-man against Milliken, so hopefully we can start in that. And I tell you, they're a team that's going to work the shot clock. You're going to have to play 30, 35 seconds of defense, so we got to be really disciplined in that half of the court tonight.
Seems like Jordan Morris is really coming on. He's started now at 3 or 4 games and just does a lot of little things out there. Are you happy with Jordan's play?
Oh, certainly. He's an energy guy. He's going to bring it. He's going to hustle. He's going to scrap. He's going to be all over the place, and he's going to get that initial matchup with Raymond, so he's going to have to be at top of his game, and he did a great job on Ginsler, and certainly when we can make an outside shot or two, it opens things up for Zach in the middle.
Titans in their home white, Wheaton in their road orange, and we are underway. The tip between Zach Freeman and Michael Fiddler won by the Titans in their home white and green as they shoot at the right-hand goal in the first half. Darius Gant bounced past to Gilmore. Inside for Zach Freeman, broke it up out of bounds. Michael Fiddler got a hand on it. Still Titan ball.
Wheaton is so long and lanky. I mean, they have 6'6", 6'6", 6'8".
And the inbound from Gilmore on the baseline to the left of the goal into Andrew Freeman. Works into the paint, jumps it up from 6 and scores. Andrew Freeman with the game's first basket.
That's great to see. I'd like to see Andrew Freeman and Darius Gant really play at 110% today.
Titans come out in the man-to-man to start the game. It is Jordan Morris covering Kent Raymond to start the contest. Standard kicks it out to Wheatley. Over on the left to Raymond. Raymond, the all-conference star. 20 a night from him for the Thunder. On the left to Fiddler. Baseline, Standard. Backs it out against Andrew Freeman. Works it out to Fiddler. Around on the right to Ben Panner. Baseline to Wheatley. Back out to Panner, holds it high, down to Wheatley, turns on Gant, out on the arc, hooks it into Panner. Panner to the fade from 12, missed it. Zach Freeman one-hands the rebound. Titans on the go with a 2-0 lead. Andrew Gilmore in the open floor, slows it down with a right-hand dribble, switches over to the left, backpedals near midcourt, and journeys to the left, covered by Panner. Ball hit off the foot of Standard, loose ball, tie-up in front of the Wheaton bench, and it will go to the Thunder.
So that'll be a turnover on the Titans, and again, they really have to keep that turnover column low. I mean, I'm talking, in the 14-15 range to have a chance here against Wheaton.
They've done better in recent weeks, but again, consistency the issue. Fiddler rolls off a screen, cut off, kicks it out to Standard, ball fake at the foul line, hooks it over to Panner, who works it out to Wheatley, who sinks an 18-footer, and Andy Wheatley ties the game at 2.
He's a tough matchup because he's 6'8", yet he's a great perimeter player. He doesn't do much down around the basket, but he's a terrific shooter.
Minute and a half gone by in the first half. Andrew Gilmore calls for motion as he sets up to go. Roams to the right, works against Ben Panner, picks up the dribble. Panner all over him, and Gilmore flings it out to Andrew Freeman. Freeman with a bounce. Goes left to Morris. Morris launches a long 3, front-rimmed it. And the rebound collected by Michael Fiddler. What you might call an ill-advised shot. Morris let it fly from about 23. Great crossover move into the paint. Raymond gets the bucket.
The Titans just don't have anyone that can stop Kent Raymond. He may have 30 tonight, but you've got to contain everybody else somehow.
Had 26 in their win over the Titans last month. A 4-2 lead for the Thunder. Andrew Gilmore gives ground against Panner, roams to the left, hooks it out to Morris. Morris the handoff to Gant. Gant on the perimeter. Gant works it on the right to Andrew Freeman. Leans in on his defender. Lost the rock, gets it back, poked out of bounds by Standard. It'll still be Titan possession.
Johnny Standard really all over Andrew Freeman there, all over the basketball. A good, clean, hard play, and Andrew's just going to have to be tough and play through that kind of defense.
Fans wanted a foul as the ball was inbounded near the Titan student section. As Gilmore looks, pass tip. Nice catch by Jordan Morris, and he gets the layup. Heads up play by Morris to jump off the deflection and race to the ball, and he's rewarded with a bucket. And the game is tied at 4, 17-18 to go in the first half. Titans still in a man. It's Standard on the left. Steers in the corner to Fiddler. Fiddler, couple of bounces to the elbow. The kick out, Raymond off a screen. His three is nothing but net.
He is just outstanding. I mean, as good as Corey Kuhn was, I think Kent Raymond is right there with Mr. Kuhn.
7-4 Thunder lead. Gilmore on the right. 3 minutes gone by in the half. Bounce pass on the left to Andrew Freeman. Not sure Zach has touched it yet. Here he gets it. Fakes a three. Moves baseline on Fiddler. Goes glass. Misses. Rebound pulled down by Michael Fiddler. Out in front here comes Raymond. Hot putting it in against Morris. Lays it up. No good. Draws a foul against Jordan Morris.
Well, so far it's been the Kent Raymond show. He already has 5 points. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. And he can beat you in so many ways. That time he did it running a fast break, just beating everyone down the floor. He's already drilled a little jump shot. He's got to the basket for a layup. Hard to stop.
Now we can burn you with the free throw line where he shoots 86% on the season. First one is good for Kent Raymond.
Yeah, he's a guy like Corey Kuhn that when he goes to the free throw line, you never think as an opponent that he is going to miss.
6 points tonight. Next one is nothing but net. He's been perfect on every shot. A 9-4 lead for the Thunder at the 16:37 mark of the half. Gilmore with a right-hand dribble. The handoff to Andrew Freeman. Dribbles to the top of the circle. Picked up by Standard. Throws it away. No one there. Gant and Freeman. Zach Freeman in the neighborhood, but neither expecting the pass.
Andrew Freeman's just got to be strong with the ball there. He kind of panicked. He was looking for help. He threw it out of bounds. And the Titans just need to settle down a little bit here, down 5 early.
Kent Raymond walks it up. The Titans have had this problem opening games here at the Shirk Center. Thought it might be nerves early in the season, but it's been fairly regular. The dribble drive baseline by Kent Raymond. He's held, and Jordan Morris is getting in trouble. That's his second foul at the 16-14 mark.
Yeah, and that's one of the problems with man when you don't have a lot of depth. Is Jordan Morris, who's the best defender, is already on the bench for a long stretch now with those 2 fouls. Mike Harrigan comes in.
Titans' first substitution brought to you by Extreme Nissan. Shift gears and test drive an all-new Nissan at Extreme Nissan in Bloomington. Raymond fakes a 3. Harrigan gets into space. Raymond skips across to Standard. Standard looking for Stephon Gant. Flings it out to Panner. Foul line J is good. Ben Panner from 13 gives the Thunder an 11-4 lead with 4 minutes gone by in the first half.
They're very efficient. I mean, Bill Harris's teams are always offensively so efficient, and they've looked great tonight.
Gilmore bounce pass to Zach Freeman. Freeman takes his man baseline, swatted away as he dishes to Andrew Freeman. Foul before the shot. Oh, as the Titans try to get Zach Freeman involved in the offense, they've not been able to find him where he wants the basketball yet.
And obviously that's Wheaton's game plan. Take Zach out of it and make everyone else beat you.
First foul against Michael Fiddler, second on the team. As the make that their, yes, it is their first. And the inbound, now it's Gant, right of the lane, backdoor cut, nicely done to Andrew Freeman for the stop.
Nice two-handed dunk by Andrew Freeman and a great pass from Darius Gant.
We'll see if that can lift the defense. Titans are down 11-6. Great move by Raymond in the paint, shuffles off, and he traveled with the basketball. Traveling violation brought to you by Susie Davis Travel. Shop online locally at SUZIDavis.com for all the very best travel and the vacation values at SusieDavis.com.
Now Anthony Goodell will come into play point. Gilmore will get a quick break. So this is going to be interesting. You know Wheaton is going to be all over Goodell and try to force turnovers, pick his pocket.
And that's when they really turned up the screws last time against the Titans. Late in the second half, not necessarily Goodell, but when they saw an opportunity to press the guards, they had great success doing that. Andrew Freeman had it tipped away, gets it back, now takes off against a double team, leans in on his defender, and lost the rock out of bounds, but it was touched by Standard, so it will stay with the green and white.
Well, you could see their game plan on Andrew Freeman is just to frustrate him, get all over the basketball, make it hard for him to dribble and do everything.
Get out to inbound, backdoor, Zach Freeman gets great position and scores the goal.
Titans back in it now, just down 3. But you get the sense on this other end that Raymond can do whatever he wants tonight.
Raymond crosses over, shovels in the corner to Standard. Standard retreats to the top of the key. Over to Raymond. Raymond with the ball fake. Looking against Harrigan. Flips it baseline. Going to Panner. Panner directs traffic. Make that Standard. Standard waits. Now it's in Panner's hands. Panner works it left to Raymond. Raymond off the pick. Launches a three. Hand in his face and knocks it down. You got to tip your hat on a shot like that. Drains it with a hand in his face.
Yeah, as good as Blake Ahern is at shooting the basketball in the Missouri Valley, I mean, some folks that follow that league should watch this kid Raymond play. He's just as good.
He has 10. It's a 14-8 Wheaton lead. And a whistle away from the ball. And it's turning over to the Wheaton Thunder. A push-off against Zach Freeman, his first.
Kent Raymond's a kid who had a lot of Division I opportunities. He had several, as I understand it, low Division I scholarships, and ended up at Wheaton College. Like so many CCIW kids that have a chance to play Division I, ends up here. He's a star from day one, and boy, is he something.
And here he is at the point for the Thunder as they lead by 6. Watched by Jason Bloom for the time being. Wheelie in the corner. Standard baseline. Posting up on Gunnell. Works his way out against the double. Hooks it out. Great pass. Raymond tried to thread the needle and threw it away. Zach Freeman with a steal. Zach brings it up himself and now looks for help. Needs a teammate, and here he finds Gunnell out near center circle. So Raymond with a rare turnover as Gunnell sets up the offense. Shot clock at 20. Reach-in foul on Ben Panner.
Well, Anthony Gunnell having a lot of trouble against this Wheaton pressure defense, and as we've said a lot of times, it's not his fault. He's a two-guard that's being thrown into this role, but this is a tough matchup for Mr. Gunnell.
And his first year of basketball collegiately after transferring from U of I, where he was not interested in playing basketball. Now Gant dribbles right of the lane, leans in, darts between two defenders and scores. That's the energy the Titans got from Gant on Wednesday night against Millikan, and they'll need again tonight.
Yeah, they need that Darius Gant right there all evening long.
14-10, Titans down 4 in the post. Fiddler with a jump hook, missed it. Rebound tip and saved by Matt Ankney for Wheaton. And it's back out to Kent Raymond. Raymond goes on the right to Ankeny. Holds the basketball. Looks for a post-up baseline. Fiddler works it out to Panner. Open for 3 and no good. Zach Freeman with the rebound to Gunnell. Gunnell lobs ahead to Harrigan. Harrigan fakes a pull-up, gives to Gant. Gant with a seam. Gant fouled. Gant scores. A chance for a three-point play.
Nice pass from Mike Harrigan, who caught it inside the right wing and waited just for a second for Darius Gant to fill the lane. Gave him a little bounce pass. Darius caught it, finished, got fouled. Credit Harrigan and credit Gant on a real nice effort.
And Andy Wheelie draws the foul. Each team with 3. Gunnell checks out. Gilmore back in. And Jordan Moore saddled with the 2 fouls. Could be done for the remainder of the half or close to it. Gant with a foul shot missed. It stays a 14-12 game. Wheaton with the lead. They've had it for most of the early going, up by as many as 7. Michael Fiddler on the baseline draws the double. Go into Raymond. Raymond with a fake, draws the double, kicks it out. Ball reversed over on the right to Mohan. He's a three-point threat off the bench. Down deep for Phil Denham. Denham working it back out to Raymond. Raymond lost the rock, back to get it. Great hustle by Jason Bloom.
Good assignment, yeah. Jason Bloom at 6'5", being asked to guard Kent Raymond here.
Now he stares down Bloom, pops it 3, and back rims it. Rebound to Harrigan. Harrigan able to hook it behind him to Andrew Gilmore. Gilmore brings it up. Dribbles left of the lane, blocking foul against the Thunder.
Let's see if they're going to get Raymond. That would be interesting if it, let's see. Nope, Mohan.
And John Mohan with his first. 4 team fouls against the Thunder. Baseline inbound for Gilmore. To the right of the basket, looks for Zach Freeman, can't get it to him, has to lob it out near midcourt to Jason Bloom. A fresh 35 for the Titans. They're down 14-12.
Need to get Zach Freeman involved now in this possession.
Only has 1 basket. Here he is, front and center, top of the key, works it right to Andrew Gilmore, slides the baseline for Gant. Gant up strong, blocked and fouled. Well, if Darius Gant plays with this kind of energy for 40 minutes, they may not need a 30-point performance from Zach Freeman.
You know, Darius isn't a great free throw shooter either, but if Darius can rack up fouls on Fiddler and Whealy and the other guys down there, that foul was on Denham, but that'll start to have an impact on the game.
Darius Gant missed his first try earlier. Here he is for 2 and 6 the first. Gant, 57% on the season. The foul on Denham, who is from Elkhorn, Nebraska. 6'6 junior, 210 pounds.
I like the energy the Titans have come out with. Both teams have come out with great energy. This is going to be a good one tonight.
Titans can tie it, and they do. Darius Gant gets both. Gant off to a great start, 6 points. I think 11:57 to mark of the half, and Gant gets a well-deserved breather as Andrew Freeman returns. It's the Freemans, Harrigan, Bloom, and Gilmore.
A little full-court pressure by the Titans.
Ball tip, Raymond saves it against the double team. Gives to Mohan. Numbers if he hurries. Mohan races across. Ankeny steers in the corner to Panner. Panner with a jump step with the left hand. Rimming no, tip no. And Andrew Gilmore has the rebound for the Titans. Illinois Wesleyan on the attack, trying to break a tie at 14. Gilmore has the pass batted away, stolen by Ankeny. Out to Mohan. 3-on-3. Mohan dribbles to the baseline. Caught and has to kick it out. Raymond to Ankeny. Baseline poked from behind by Andrew Gilmore, out of bounds.
And Gilmore's a little frustrated with himself. He turned the ball over again, and credit him, though. He went down and made a good defensive play on this end and knocked it out of bounds. It looked like Wheaton was in good shape for a shot there.
11:28 first half, 14 all the score. Ankeny to inbound on the right to Mohan. Fakes a 3, moves in on Gilmore, and circles back out. Gilmore had him covered. Now on the post to Ankeny. Gets a step on Harrigan. The block by Zach Freeman. Picked up by Jason Bloom. He collects. Titans can take the lead. Here comes Harrigan. Harrigan to Andrew Freeman. Sneaks it over to Zach Freeman. Drops it in for 2. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And this place is going crazy. This is about as loud as the Shirk Center has been all season long. And this is really good to see.
It's a 12-3 run by the Titans, as they've taken the lead with under 11 to play in the first half. Mohan left, gets a step on Gilmore. Fading baseline, got it. Ties the score at 16.
There's not a lot of separation in talent between these two teams. You know that? I mean, this is just going to be a really good basketball game. Wheaton's outstanding.
Andrew Gilmore brings it up against Raymond. Bounce pass left to Zach Freeman. Freeman holds the rock high. Not been involved in the offense too much, at least not in half court. Andrew Gilmore goes baseline, takes it up strong, and scores.
Good take by Gilmore right there. Just a real solid take.
Stolen off the inbound to Bloom. Out to Gilmore. Gilmore for 3. Off the back rim, no. And Mohan comes down with a rebound. Here come the Wheaton Thunder. They have a 4-on-2. No-look pass to Kent Raymond. Catches it and scores in one motion.
Raymond has 12 points already tonight. Ron Rose is going to get a timeout, I think, just to kind of give the guys a break. And this has been a great start.
A well-deserved breather. They are toe-to-toe with the Wheaton Thunder through the first 10 minutes. 10:08 to go in the first half, and we are tied at 18. We'll return in 1 minute on The Voice, 1230 WJBC. Here's Zach Freeman dribbling right of the lane against Phil Denham. A whistle before the shot. And the Titans are racking up fouls against the Thunder here. There are now 16 fouls against the Thunder with the 9:53 mark, and this is the second on Michael Fiddler.
And if the Titans are aggressive with the ball and strong with it, they will rack up 1,000,000 fouls on Wheaton, because Wheaton is all over the Titans as they do anything with the basketball. So Wheaton's going to foul a lot in this game.
But they also have the depth to overcome it as Andy Whealy comes back into the lineup. And Ben Panner also returns as Gunnell inbounds the Gant right wing in the corner to Gunnell. Gunnell with the left-hand dribble comes off a Gant screen to the top. Titans have a fresh shot clock as Gunnell goes to Gant out between the rings. Zach Freeman holds it Bill high, steers right to Gunnell. Gunnell slides it down low to Gant. Gant looked to reverse and lost the ball high in the air. Morris with a nice effort, and he saves it in front of the Wheaton bench. Andrew Freeman for 3 and knocks it down.
Nice job by Andrew Freeman of recognizing that he was open. He took one dribble and drilled a long one.
And he's got 7. Titans back in front, 21-18. Morris playing with 2 fouls, hassling Ben Panner. Panner out to Whealy. Whealy, the big guy, steers to Mohan. Baseline to Johnny Standard. Finds a cutter with Denham. Denham double dribble. A traveling violation against their big man, Phil Denham.
Well, the Titans here are staring down the Wheaton Thunder, and again, I think you put these players on the floor, it's just an even matchup right here. And this is just going to come down to who makes plays. That both teams have a first-team All-American candidate, and this is going to be a great remainder of this basketball game.
Travel brought to you by Susie Davis Travel. Shop online locally at SUZIDavis.com. Goodell picks up with the dribble, slides it to Andrew Freeman. Freeman erases a 12-footer of his block and recovered by Andy Wheatley. Johnny Standard got a hand on that, Jay. And here comes Wheaton on the attack. Mohan cutting, blocking foul on Anthony Goodell.
That was a close one. That could have gone either way. Probably a good call as Gunnell was moving in the lane. It looked like Mohan used the elbow a little bit, but the fact that Gunnell was moving made that a good call.
And Goodell has already picked up 2 fouls off the bench, and that's not good news because he's been subbing for Jordan Morris to an extent in a depleted backcourt, and the Titans already have 2 on Jordan Morris as well. Wheeling on the baseline against Zach Freeman, kicks it out, might have been tipped by Gunnell. Off to Mohan, fakes a 3, moves off a Wheelie screen, plugged up by Gunnell. Over to Standard. Standard knifes into the paint with a bit of a shove. Inside to Panner for 2. Ben Panner's second basket, lead down to 1.
Ben Panner was invited to walk on at the University of Texas, which is where he went to school last year, and he transfers to Wheaton. That's the kind of talent that you've got in this league.
21-20, Titans, 8:09 to play in the half. Gant looking for a step on the Wheelie, leans in, window, yes. Darius Gant with 8.
You know how you have the good Rex Grossman and the bad Rex Grossman? Well, we kind of have that with Darius, and tonight we have the good Darius Gant.
And we need it against the Wheaton Thunder. Timeout called by the Thunder with 8:01 to play in the first half. A 30-second TO, and the Titans out to a 23-20 lead. Darius Gant with 8. Andrew Freeman with 7, and those are kind of the X factors for the Titans. When they have big nights, the Titans win, and if they can keep that going, good things can happen.
You're going to get 20 points and 8 or 9 rebounds out of Zach Freeman every time he takes the floor. To me, the X factor is always, what are you going to get out of Darius Gant, Andrew Freeman, Andrew Gilmore, that core. If 2 of those 3 have good games, the Titans compete with anybody, but when all 3 of them don't, that's when they get blown out. Tonight it looks like that core is ready to roll.
So far, off to a great start. Andrew Gilmore only has 1 basket, but I don't believe he's taken more than 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's been a distributor out there tonight. He's done a good job. Andrew Freeman's been good. Darius Gant's been solid. Long way to go. 8 minutes to go in the first half of play. Titans up 3.
Wheaton found themselves a game tonight as they trail by triple. It's Kent Raymond rolling off the screen. Raymond, the hot hand early, has 12 points as he sets up the offense against Jason Bloom. Works to Denham. Denham right wing, D'd up by Gant. Puts it on the floor, bounces out to Wheelie. Steers left to Panner. Panner to Raymond. In the paint, double dishes Denham out to Wheelie for 3. Yes. And the game is tied as Andy Wheelie knocks down the triple.
Andy Wheelie put on a show here last year as a freshman, and right there showing again he's such a great shooter with that 6'8 size.
Evidently they called that a 2, 1 foot on the line, so it's still a 1-point Titan lead. Gilmore right wing, 1 hop to Gant. Gant down low against the double, takes it up strong and scores. Not to be denied a 1-on-1, even a 1-on-2.
Yeah, where has this been? Darius Gant is a force tonight.
25-22, Titans by 3. The double drawn on Raymond. Wheelie another 3 that front rims. And Jason Bloom gets it on the 1 hop. Gilmore, the outlet to Andrew Freeman, baseline. Looking to reverse, left it short. Caught from a tough angle and missed it. Andy Wheelie the rebound. And it looks like Andrew Freeman is down the other end. Make that Zach Freeman. And a basket for Wheaton on the other end. And all eyes are on the Titan side of the floor where Zach Freeman is just now to his knees.
He got popped in the face is what it is. Zach Freeman was elbowed probably right. He can't, Zach can't see right now. He's trying to stand up. Bill Harris and Ron Rose are the first over to him. Nice show of class by Bill Harris, who was trying to stop play even though his team was on a fast break.
Yeah.
He tried to stop play with the ball going up the floor and his team looking for 2 points.
And they did end up getting a basket, and apologies, didn't see who scored that again. Everyone was worried about number 30 going to go to the other end. Forget about basketball at that point. He is all right as he is holding a cotton, I believe, to his left eye as he goes toward the sidelines.
And his eye doesn't look good. His left eye is just bloody right now. I don't know any better way to explain it. So I'm not sure what Zach's status is here the rest of the way, but you're going to have to do a little work down there. He really got it good. Must have been an elbow right under the basket.
Brett Shamrock is his substitution at the 6:51 mark of the first half, and His dad, Bob Freeman, who takes photos and great photos, has come over to take a look and make sure he's okay before he goes back to taking some more shots. As Darius again has the basketball near midcourt, had it poked away from Phil Denham. And now the ball back into the hands of Andrew Gilmore. We'll see how this affects the Titans offensively and emotionally. Andrew Freeman to the corner inside for Gant. Gant with a step. Gant another easy two. He's making it look easy, carving up the Thunder defense. Gant with 12.
Darius is athletic enough to play against these long and thin Wheaton defenders where he really can't do much against a big, beefy Brent Rook type of defender.
27-24 Titans. Baseline turnaround. Raymond open, missed it. Denham the rebound. Denham pushed off. And a loose ball foul against the Thunder, and this will put the Titans in the bonus.
Zach's injury almost looks like what happened to Anthony Slack. I watched the Missouri State game the other night, and it looks like that same kind of thing where he might have an opening now in his cheek. It looks like that sort of injury.
Well, with all of the injury problems the Titans have had this year, Sean Dwyer, Brian Nussbaum, going back to the beginning of the season, as Andrew Freeman makes the first of a one, a bonus. Kevin Bryant more recently. Jason Bloom was out for a time. We always wondered what would happen if big number 30 went down for any amount of time. And now we're about to find out.
Second free throw's missed, but let's see. Is that Darius with the ball?
You betcha. He's all over the floor. The kick out to Bloom. Bloom accelerates. Kicks it out to Gant. Gant driving. Puts it up. Takes it up strong. Leaves it short. And it's out of bounds off of Gant. And it rolls out of bounds to the Thunder. Gant was open for just a moment on the three-point line. And as good as he's feeling tonight, I'm glad he didn't feel too good to pull the trigger on that.
I thought he was going to think about it for a second, as good as he must be feeling about his game right now. Darius with a nice take on that possession. We've got a stoppage of players. They're wiping up some moisture on the floor. There were 5 bodies down on the floor. That's the kind of game this is.
And the Titans here with a 28-24 lead as Andrew Freeman got one of 2. And now it's Wheaton basketball as Kent Raymond brings it up. Goes to Standard. Standard, right wing, works his way inside. Double clutches, kicks it out to Panner. Panner on the rotation out to Standard. Open look from downtown and sinks it. A three-pointer for Johnny Standard. His first bucket. He's scoring 11 a contest and brings the Thunder to within 1. Now it's Gilmore for the Titans. 5.5 to go till the break. Shermanick. Right wing against Wheelie. Dribbles to the left, gives to Gant. Gant holds the rock, looks in the corner to Andrew Freeman. Andrew against Standard. Crosses over, lost the rock on the baseline. And a foul against the Titans as Johnny Standard grabbed the loose rock.
Well, again, Andrew Freeman has just got to be stronger with that ball. He's 6'6", and he can't hold it right out in front of his numbers like that. Wheaton is their game plan is to get it from there, whether they foul once in a while or not. And that right there, they stripped them again.
First on Andrew Freeman, 5 against the Titans, and the Thunder can take the lead. Kent Raymond, top of the circle. Titans still with the man-to-man defense. And an offensive foul, pushing off away from the basketball. This one, I believe, on Raymond.
Andy Wheelie.
Wheelie, beg your pardon. 42, not 24.
So a 28-27 Titan lead with 5:06 to play, and big number 30, the franchise, Zach Freeman, just checked back in the game, which is a great sign.
Absolutely. As he's in there with his brother Andrew Gilmore, Darius Gant, Jason Bloom. We'll see if he has suffered any effects from taking that elbow to the face. Now it's Andrew Gilmore dribbling top of the key. Gilmore behind the back dribble. A spin move to the foul line. Dribbles left of the lane. Scoops it up with the left hand. No good. Wheelie flies in for the rebound for the Thunder.
It was a good take. It was there for Gilmore. Just missed the shot once he got to the rim.
Triggers to Panner. The cutter to Kent Raymond. His shot spun out as he fell to the floor. And Kent Raymond will shoot 2. So with Zach Freeman back in the lineup, he hadn't been playing a large role with the offensive scheme in the early going. Just the way the offense has kind of flowed. So, at least in that sense, the Titans were somewhat adjusting to having other players step up.
Yeah, without question. When Zach's in there, it just changes everything Wheaton does defensively. It opens up the floor for every other Titan.
Raymond's good on the first. Ties the game at 28. Gant leaves. Jordan Morris back in with 2 fouls. Like Anthony Gunnell also has 2. He's on the bench. Kent Raymond with 13. All-conference player. Second one is good. And Raymond gives the Thunder a 29-28 lead.
Well, let's see if the Titans can get Zach Freeman a scoring opportunity.
He's being watched by their backup big man, Phil Denham, at 6'6", down low. In the man-to-man defense, Bloom kicks it over to Gilmore. Open for three. Right wing, got it. Three-pointer for Andrew Gilmore, and the Titans have reclaimed the advantage. 31-29. Raymond quickly pulls up, fakes a three. Bloom in his face, kicks it to Panner. Left side standard. Morse denies his right. Here's a three for Kent Raymond. Sinks it off the screen. And Kent Raymond on his way to a huge night.
He is really something special. I mean, boy, if you haven't seen Kent Raymond play, you ought to come out to a CCIW game. He is something.
32-31. Gilmore dribbles baseline against the double. Against Denham. Takes it up strong against the big man. Wheaton wanted a foul, but Gilmore gets the deuce.
Gilmore's out there competing very hard tonight.
What a night by Andrew Freeman, Darius Gann, Andrew Gilmore. The supporting cast has been huge tonight. 33-32 Titans. 3:33 to go in the first half. Kent Raymond out on top, watched by Bloom. Overhead feed to Denham on the perimeter. He gives a screen to Raymond, plugged up nicely by the Titans. Zach Freeman helps on the double team. Out to Wheatley against Andrew Freeman. Shot clock at 8. Panner inside the standard. Turns, fires baseline. Front rimmed it. No. Rebound Denham. Denham the putback. Draws a foul against Andrew Freeman. And that will be the second on Andrew.
And that'll send Denham to the free throw line for two.
Had a chance to put Wheaton back in front. Andrew Freeman with the two. And the Titans have 17 fouls at the 3:13 mark.
Denham, a 74% free throw shooter. Misses the first pretty badly.
Anthony Gannell back in for the Titans. He'll give Andrew Gilmore a rest. And Andy Wheatley goes out with the two fouls. And he's subbed by John Mohan.
The rest of this half is important. 3:13. You've worked too hard to keep this game close. So you got to compete all the way to the locker room now.
Left-handed stroke by Denham is good. And his first point ties the game at 33. Andrew Freeman goes to the bench with two fouls. Darius again in along with Gannell, Morris, Bloom, and Zach Freeman.
Well, they've done a great job on Zach Freeman, but in doing that, they've created opportunities for a lot of other Titans.
Titans trying to break the deadlock as Gannell one hops to Zach Freeman. Steers left to Morris. Morris holds the rock high by the Wheaton bench. To Bloom. Bloom inside. Great denial by Phil Denham. Stripped the ball intended for Zach Freeman. Here comes Kent Raymond galloping down court. Kicks in the corner to Raymond for three. Make that Johnny Standard from downtown. No, Raymond didn't pass to himself, although it looks like he's about 2 or 3 guys out there.
Yeah, and Raymond didn't make that shot, but boy, he created it. He created a wide-open shot for Standard that most good players aren't going to miss. He was that open.
36-33, the lead for Wheaton. On the penetration, here's Bloom. Bloom takes down Denham. An offensive foul on Jason Bloom.
One of those block charges that could go either way, but the Titans find themselves now down 3 with 2:31 to go, and again, they just had that 1-point lead. You want to really buckle down now and finish the half strong.
It has been a 12-5 run by the Thunder, and they'll look to extend that as Kent Raymond walks it up. A 36-33 advantage for the 25th ranked Thunder, with the Titans facing elimination. Any loss will take them out of the running for the conference tournament. Left-hand dribble, Raymond. Sets up on the left against Bloom. Reach in on Bloom. Poked it away, but got more than just the basketball, and Jason Bloom has picked up 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, and 30 feet from the hoop, not a good foul because you put Wheaton on the free throw line to extend on the 3-point lead. Again, just not worth the gamble at that part of the floor.
And, of course, with Raymond an 86% foul shooter, no freebies for him. That's actually the 3rd foul on Jason Bloom. So the Titans have gotten themselves into some foul problems here lately. After Wheaton racked up a bunch early, the front end of a 1-and-1 is good for Raymond. And Bloom with 3 fouls, Andrew Freeman and Jordan Morris, and Anthony Gannell all have 2. One more try for Raymond is good.
Well, I'll tell you, the most outstanding player discussion, in my opinion, comes down to Kent Raymond and Zach Freeman. There is no other player in the league this year that is as good as those two. Now, I don't know who will win it, but they're the best 2 players in the league.
Right now, Kent Raymond is outshining everyone on the floor tonight. He has 19, a 5-point Wheaton lead. Nice backdoor cut. Zach Freeman with the stuff. He's not going to be denied too long as he scores his 3rd basket.
That was a big bucket right there for the Titans to try to hang in there.
38-35. Wheaton spin move. Raymond left it short. He didn't get the elevation that we were expecting, so a foul surely was coming, and it is to send Kent Raymond to the free throw line.
He's getting a nice whistle here at the Shirk Center. I mean, that time there was not a lot of contact. There was some, but he's getting a great whistle here.
And Anthony Gunnell gets his third foul as he sinks the first of two.
What does Raymond have, 20?
He's at 20.
Kent Raymond has 20 points. And there's a minute 44 left in the first half, and he's got another free throw to shoot.
He's 7 for 7 at the foul line. Gilmore back in for Gunnell as he gets both. The Titan substitution brought to you by Extreme Nissan. Shift gears to test drive an all-new Nissan at Extreme Nissan in Bloomington. Titans are down a handful at the 136 mark. Zach Freeman, left side. Steers in the corner to Morris. Morris against Mohan. Flips it inside for Gant. A reach in. They doubled down on Gant, and the foul called on Johnny Standard. And it's still a 1-and-1 situation for the Titans.
Yeah, again, I think they're willing to gamble here and put Darius on the free throw line. He's just a 57% free throw shooter, 40 of 70 coming in, so they're willing to gamble here.
He's 2 for 3 tonight and makes the first. Gant has had a good night overall, 13 points for the Titans.
He's had a wonderful first half. This is the best half Darius has played in a long time.
On his way to surpassing his career high of 21 that he scored against Carthage in the conference opener. He gets them both.
Yeah, he's really been a big reason the Titans have competed so well in this half. Now, just need a stop here. Stop in the basket, down 3.
1:24 to go. Panner operating on the left. Swings across to Mohan. Open, a long 3. Front rimmed it. And a pair of Freemans in there for the rebound. Zach claims it as he kicks it out to Andrew Gilmore. Gilmore puts on the brakes out to Zach Freeman. 1:10 to go. Zach, spin move in the paint. Jump hook is no good. Gant the rebound. Gant the put back for 2.
Darius Gant with 16 points. My goodness, what an effort by Gant.
What a night. Down to a 1-point game. Under a minute. Mohan doubled as he dribbles baseline. Kicks it out to Panner. Panner with a step on Andrew Freeman. Fading from 12 and scores. Ben Panner.
I was about to call that a bad shot, but Art Kimball said that any shot that goes in is a good shot.
42-39 Wheaton. Gilmore into the paint to Gant. Gant dribbling right of the lane. A whistle with a foul before the shot. This one puts the Titans in the double bonus, so Gant will shoot 2 with 40 seconds to go in the half. And the Titans down 3. This foul on Johnny Standard, his second.
Gant back to the line. The reason I thought that was a bad shot, I think they've got to have everything go through Kent Raymond because the Titans cannot stop him. They don't have a matchup that works.
Gant missed the first of 2. Mike Harrigan will come in with the 40 seconds, and Andrew Freeman goes out to avoid a third foul. Gunnell and Bloom already have 3 for the Titans, and they came in off the bench tonight. Harrigan has not played quite as many minutes here this evening. Second one for Gant is good. Rattles home, cuts the lead to 2. Titans will get one more possession, but they may not have much time as Kent Raymond walks it up. 5-second difference between the two clocks.
And that's why, this defensive possession is Kent Raymond just stands 38 feet from the hoop dribbling it. That's why this possession defensively is so big, because if you can get a stop and then get that hoop, what a momentum builder going into the locker room.
Titans are now setting up in a zone as Panner dribbles top of the key. Goes to Standard, out to Mohan, inside to Denham. Denham nearly lost the rock. Zach tried to deny. Double down on Denham. Hooks it to no one in particular. Oh, tough break for the Titans as it must have hit off of Zach Freeman. Denham thought somebody was behind him, but nobody was. But it goes out of bounds to Wheaton.
5 on the shot clock, 10 on the game clock here. Wheaton's going to have to catch it and do something fairly quick.
Panner to inbound on the baseline. Harrigan watching. Looking, in play. Raymond darts it inside to Standard for the bucket. Terrific play by Raymond. Not sure how he found him. Gilmore will get a shot away from 35, and it comes up short. And we have come to the end of a very tightly contested first 20 minutes. Titans led midway through the half, but the Thunder finished strong, and they go into the locker room with a 44-4 for the last possession of the first half. Wheaton was 5 for 9 from three-point range, 9 for 10 at the foul line. Titans were 2 for 5 from three-point range, 6 of 9 at the charity stripe. Wheaton with a slim rebounding edge of 11-10. Titans had 7 turnovers in the first half. Wheaton with 5, and Titans with 8 assists in that first half. So they were on the plus side of the assist-turnover ratio. And 2 steals, and the Thunder had 3 in the first half. And leading scorers, Darius Gant, what a night. 17 points, 6 of 7 from the field, 5 for 7 at the foul line with the 2 rebounds. Andrew Freeman had 8 on 3 of 5 shooting, 7 for Andrew Gilmore on 3 for 6 shooting. Zach Freeman had 6 on 3 of 5 shooting, and 2 points for Jordan Morris. So for Zach Freeman to be 4th on the scoring list, it's got to be a good sign.
Absolutely. I think it's a great sign. It means everyone's getting involved. It's a great atmosphere at the Shirk Center. It was basically a draw in the first half. Wheaton just made a couple plays late in the half, so let's see what happens in the second.
Kent Raymond had 21 in the first half. Johnny Standard had 10 on 4 of 5 shooting, 6 for Ben Panner, 4 for Andy Wheely, 2 for John Mohane, and Phil Denham had 1 in the first half. Wheaton in their road orange and white, and the Titans in their home green and white. Predominant white, as they will shoot at the left-hand goal. Second half underway with the Titans down by 4. And Wheaton in the man-to-man defense. Jordan Morris playing with the 2 fouls, controls high on the right, gives to Zach Freeman. Freeman looks it over, spins right to Andrew Freeman. He goes to the fade from 16 and sinks it. Andrew Freeman in double figures with 10.
That's a pretty take right there. A tough baseline 16-footer by Andrew.
And it cuts the lead in half to 44-42. And Kent Raymond yo-yos the ball by center court. He's covered by Morris. Rolls off a screen to the right. Against man-to-man coverage for the Titans. Left side to Standard. Standard stares down Andrew Freeman. Looks for a seam, goes to Panner. Back out to Standard, works the right side to Wheely. Raises a 3, bricked it. Rebound back tapped, and Andrew Freeman controls. He has a 4-on-1. Bounce pass to Gant. Gant lays it up and in, and the game is tied.
What a great break run by Andrew Freeman, and what a great finish by Darius Gant.
No surprise that Darius Gant would be there. He's been all over the basketball tonight with 19 points. Now a double down on Raymond. Raymond slipped past one man, fouled on the shot. And Kent Raymond has been busy at the free throw line tonight. He goes back there for 2 more tries.
Boy, this is an intensity level we haven't seen from Darius Gant. Just the way he's running the floor. And you know, the Titans have a lot of recruits here in the gym, a lot of 6'6", 6'7" kids that play the 4, the 5, and maybe Darius says, hey, I want to play next year.
Well, he has certainly earned the right with the way he has played tonight. 19 points, 2 short of his career high. Andrew Gilmore with the foul, the first of the half, and Raymond, sure enough, sinks both free throws. 10 for 10 at the free throw line for Kent Raymond, and 23 points. 46-44 Wheaton. Gilmore with the dribble drive left of the lane. Blocking foul on Panner. Shot waved off. It didn't go. And Gilmore with a noticeable limp, as you'll often see in Gilmore in the second half of any game.
And sometimes he just comes down on it, and you can tell the second he does when he's tweaked it, it's his baseline out of bounds for the Titans. That foul was on the floor.
Gilmore going to play through it as he triggers. Looks, and overhead toss to Gant. Gant on the right wing against Andy Wheely. Out to Gilmore. Gilmore sets up against Ben Panner. Calls out the play. Works to the left. Passes to Gant on the right. Gant out on the arc. Holding against Panner. Backdoor cut. Nicely done to Morris. Threading the needle to Jordan Morris for the bucket.
Yeah, now Darius Gant throwing tremendous passes. I mean, he did thread the needle there, Eric.
46 all. Nearly an offensive foul inside to Wheely. Wheely up strong for the deuce as Raymond went down with one of his defenders.
He got away with the charge there. He charged after he dished the ball, but no call. He's getting, I'll say it, he's getting a great whistle here on the road.
48-46, a 2-point lead for the Thunder. Andrew Freeman with a Standard in his face. Andrew Freeman a bit of an elbow to give himself some space, but no contact made. Zach Freeman kicks it to Andrew Gilmore. Gilmore leaner from 12, front rim no. Andy Wheely controls the miss for Wheaton. Thunder with a 2-point lead. Panner races up court, gives left to Standard. Andrew Freeman, the defender. Man-to-man defense for the Titans. Dumped down for Raymond. Raymond flips it across to Wheely. Foul from behind. Darius Gant with the personal, and he'll send Wheely to the free throw line.
Wheaton got it to Wheely in a perfect spot. Wheely is not a very good low-post player back to the basket, but they got it to him facing the hoop on the block, and from there he just had to go up and was fouled from behind.
First on again. Wheely sinks the first. He's 67% at the free throw line. Wheaton best in the conference in foul shooting at 79%, and they have been putting on a clinic tonight, 12 out of 13.
Yeah, they're just a fundamental team year in and year out. Just the types of players they recruit, just good basketball players.
Wheely sinks both. That gives him 8. It's a 50-46 Wheaton lead Gunnell pushed off to free himself at the inbound, and he's called for the offensive foul as he gave a shove to Ben Panner off the inbound, and Gant with a word to calm Gunnell down as he's picked up 4 fouls.
Yeah, that's a big situation there where your backup point guard has 4 fouls.
The inbound coming to Standard. Standard darts at baseline. Panner, 16-footer, rims off, and the rebound off the fingertips of Michael Fiddler. And it goes out of bounds. Fiddler has hardly been involved. He played 10 minutes in the first half and has not been a factor.
Not sure why Ben Panner's taking a tough 15-footer when you could get a Kent Raymond shot anytime you want in this game. That was not a good idea by Panner.
Could have been a big momentum swing if they had scored, but they may have got a little too anxious. Darius Gant dribbles out right wing to Morris, top of the key against Raymond. Backdoor nicely thrown to Zach Raymond. Fouled on the block attempt by Andy Whealy, and that will send Zach Freeman to the free throw line.
Well, Andy Whealy is sure battling real hard tonight against Zach Freeman. Whealy's a big kid, 6'8", 225. He's bigger than Zach, and he's really bodying him up nicely.
The foul was on Fiddler, which is his third. Zach Freeman makes the first, and that is his first point of the second half. He has 7. Gunnell checks out with 4 fouls, and Mike Harrigan.
That means Jordan Morris is the point guard, I guess. This is interesting.
It'll be Morris and Harrigan in the backcourt, and the second free throw good for Zach Freeman. 50-48, Thunder by a deuce. Whealy to Panner, who brings it up.
Titans are going to show a 2-3 zone. Let's see if they stay in it. They do. They're in a zone on this possession.
And it's Standard operating on the left. Directs traffic, goes to Raymond. Watched by Harrigan. Raymond waits, looks for a step on Harrigan. Fakes a jumper. Kicks it out. They reverse to Whealy. Whealy. Fiddler at the foul line. Darts it out to Panner. Open from 3. Off the back rim. Ball tipped. And that long wingspan of Andrew Freeman couldn't save it. It goes back to Johnny Standard. And a reset for Wheaton. Raymond faked a shot from 25. He can make it from out there. Harrigan has to watch him. Fiddler, the give and go to Raymond. Baseline foul on the floor against the Titans.
Boy, is Kent Raymond getting a whistle here tonight. There was not a lot of contact, but he is just getting every call out there, and you got to credit him. He's forcing the contact. He's the one that's the aggressor, and you're going to get calls, but he's a great player.
Mike Harrigan with a foul. Jason Bloom comes in for Andrew Freeman. Titan substitution brought to you by Extreme Nissan. Shift gears to test drive an all-new Nissan at Extreme Nissan in Bloomington. Raymond left side launches a 3 and buries it.
He's unstoppable. They have no answer for him. They're just going to have to try to outscore the rest of the team.
26 for Raymond, 53-48 Thunder. Darius again out high against Whealy. Left-hand dribble as he backpedals and goes to Morris. Morris sets up. He's the point man now with Harrigan, Zach Freeman, Gant, and Bloom. Morris, right wing, baseline for Gant. Gant against the double, meets a brick wall, darts inside and scores. Worked around him, and Darius Gant bringing out the full repertoire tonight. He's matched his career high with 21.
And they're all right around the basket.
Raymond with a flip inside. Panner hooks it up, no good. Would have been a terrific shot as he was leaning behind the goal. Nearly fell, and Panner will go to the line.
The Titans, Eric, just need one of those Shirk Center runs here in this game. They need, one of those 13-2 runs to create a little separation. It doesn't seem like Wheaton's going to allow that to happen, though, the way they're so efficient offensively.
Harrigan with his second foul. First free throw is good. They came close to one in the first half. You recall Wheaton jumped out to a 7-point lead early in the game. Titans had a mini spurt and led for a good portion of the half, but they never got the full distance they wanted. As Gilmore returns for Jordan Morris, and Panner makes both free throws. It's a 55-50 Wheaton lead at the 15:40 mark of the second half. Andrew Gilmore brings it up with Gant, giving him some help. Gilmore against Panner, bounce pass to Harrigan, left wing against Raymond. Back out to Gilmore. Gilmore left to Bloom. Bloom in single coverage, watched by Standard. Bloom, back out Gilmore, right side Gant, foul line extended, out to Gilmore, fakes a 3 with a step, back to Bloom, 8 to shoot, not much motion. Gilmore looks to drive, left of the lane, has a seam, left, no good. Rebound off the fingertips of Bloom, and here comes Kent Raymond out in front. 2-on-2, lost the rock, Gant with the hold. And it's going to be Kent Raymond, who is already paying rent at the free throw line, going back there one more time.
He just went so hard to the hoop that he forced Darius Gant to make some contact. And again, they just do not have any sort of answer for Kent Raymond.
Second foul on Gant. Free throw good.
And the big news is he hit the rim there. I mean, hit some rim, hit the back and the front, but it went in.
That's the closest he's coming to a miss in 11 tries at the free throw line tonight. 27 points. Raymond's next one is good. And it's a 57-50 lead as Wheaton matches its biggest advantage of the night going back to early first half. It was 11-4 at one point. Harrigan, right wing, by the Titan bench, out to Gilmore. Clock under 15 minutes. The give and go to Gilmore. Pulls up 18-footer. Hand in his face, but he sinks it. And to Gilmore, limps back the other end as he makes another big shot.
Yeah, that was a big one to get the Titans back to within 5. Wheaton had started to open it up there.
Raymond against Bloom. Bounce pass Standard. Slipped, extended that left leg, but didn't travel. The give and go to Raymond, and Raymond scores. And he's making it look easy. Kent Raymond has 30. 59-52 Thunder.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else you do. I mean, you could go to zone, but I just don't think the zone's going to win this game.
It's Gilmore. Gets man-to-man coverage over to Harrigan. Fake to three. Raymond got in his face. Back to Harrigan. Harrigan out to Gilmore. Gets man-to-man. Gant, foul line. Fake to shot. Look down low. Nothing there. Morris swings it inside. Nicely done to Zach Freeman. Make that Bloom to Freeman. And Zach Freeman gets in double figures.
Titans were patient. Wheaton has done a great job boxing Freeman up, but that time the Titans stayed with it.
Raymond reversing to Standard, open for three. Back rimmed it. Raymond the rebound. Raymond double clutches. Raymond fouled by Jason Bloom, and that's 4 on Bloom.
And no one accounted for Kent Raymond that time. He's the best player on the floor. You've got to know where he is. No one boxed him out. He sailed in from the right wing and got the rebound. That is inexcusable.
They guarded him initially, but in the process, they left Johnny Standard open in the corner. Then as he put off the shot, like you said, they took their eye off number 24, which cannot happen. And he makes the first of two. Morris will check back in, and Bloom gets a breather with 4 fouls. Bloom and Gunnell both have 4 off the Titan bench, and they're back on it now.
I've seen a lot of good performances on this floor by some great players, and this one is right up there with any of them.
And the next one is good. From now on, we're just going to tell you when he misses, because there's no point in telling you he makes it. You just assume that. 13:51 to go, a 61-54 lead for the Thunder. Titans hanging in there. Back in a minute on the 13:51 to go, and a 7-point lead for the Wheaton Thunder. Kent Raymond is having one of those nights that they're going to be talking about for an awfully long time, and there's still a lot of basketball left, and it's close enough that they'll probably need him to play close to 40 minutes. He could, like you said, end up with 50 before the night's over.
The record for an opponent at the Shirk Center, Josh Hins with 37. He played for Beloit, and Raymond is knocking on that door. He's going to break that in about 2 minutes of the game here.
At the rate he's going, only 8 field goals tonight, but he's had 4 3-pointers and has made 14 of 14 free throws. Morris over the baseline, Jay, missed the fade, and it's out to Raymond. Raymond to the open floor, pulls up, fakes a 3, hooks inside to Ankeny. Ankeny to Fiddler, the kick out. Raymond, another 3. Back rimmed it, high in the air, back tap, and Gilmore comes down with a miss. Gilmore knifing through traffic, leads for Morris. Morris in the corner, crosses over, lost the rock, and Fiddler picks it up at the baseline.
Jordan Morris has got himself out of control. Took a bad shot, and that time turned it over. He's got to slow down on offense.
As do the Titans as a whole. They're down by 7. Wheaton matching their biggest lead tonight, under 13 to go. Denham at the foul line, left of the lane, turns off the glass and in. Phil Denham scores his second basket.
Well, he's not much an offensive threat, but that time he just found himself pretty open and put it in.
And Coach Ron Rose wants a timeout at the 12:49 mark, and that's the concern. Everybody has their eyes on Kent Raymond right now, and that's going to create some openings for some other players.
Certainly. I mean, boy, wouldn't you love to be a Wheaton perimeter player or a post player right now, knowing how the Titans have to focus on Kent Raymond. Those other guys are going to get great opportunities the rest of the way.
Down on Gant, and
I think Kent Raymond is going to leave here with the Shirk Center scoring record. Let's see how it plays out. 12:49 to go. Titans all of a sudden down 9, needing a hoop.
And coming out of the timeout, Andrew Freeman to inbound at the midcourt marker. Backcourt to Andrew Gilmore. It's the Freemans, Gant, Morris, and Gilmore. Their opening starting lineup. Gilmore with a right-hand dribble, sweeps to the left, trying to free himself against Panter. Bounce pass to Zach Freeman. Holds the ball high, watched loosely by Phil Denham. Fakes, puts it on the floor, journeys to the right, fakes a tray, gives to Morris in the corner, off the screen, give and go, baseline to Zach Freeman against the double. Zach Freeman turns, puts it up off the window, tried to angle it, no good. Andrew Freeman with a rebound against a sea of orange. A good hustle effort by Andrew Freeman, and draws the foul.
Baseline out of bounds for the Titans. That is the third foul on Wheaton in this half. The Titans are already with 7.
John Mohan, his second personal. Gilmore to inbound on the baseline. Overhead toss out to Gant. Gant fakes a shot. Gant's had a terrific night, but that's beyond his range. Goes to Gilmore. Gilmore, chest pass to Zach Freeman. Freeman with the bounce. Here he unloads to his brother Andrew. In the paint to Gant. Gant turns, fires, and scores.
Darius has scored at will down on the block in this game. I mean, he has been amazing.
A career high 23 for number 23, Darius Gant. 63-56. Titans down 7, under 12 to play.
And with Raymond on the bench, the Titans have to exploit this. They've got to get a stop here with Raymond on the bench.
Standard to Mohan, right side Panner. Panner left-hand dribble to the top of the key against Morris. Mohan in the corner. Mohan with the dribble off a Denham screen. Fading from 19. Bad shot. No good. Jordan the rebound. And Gant got tied up with Phil Denham. Looks like Denham lost his shoe. There's going to be a loose ball foul against Gant.
Unbelievable. That rebound seemed to be a no-brainer. Just bounced into the hands of Jordan Morris.
Now, Gant and Denham weren't exactly near the ball.
They called a foul that had nothing to do with the rebound.
I guess Denham lost both of his shoes.
Oh, boy. Wheaton's had a real nice whistle here in Bloomington tonight.
I think that's a Denham's own problem. I don't know that that's Gant's. How do you take a guy out of his own shoes? He's lacing them up, and that's the reason for the delay while we all scratch our heads.
That is a game changer. I mean, the Titans had it down to 7, had a rebound, and some bizarre call off the ball will put Wheaton now at the free throw line when the Titans were going to have it.
And it's Phil Denham at the charity stripe, 74% at the free throw line, of 1 in bonus. It's up and good. Now, as you said, you need a stop with Raymond on the bench, and doesn't look like they're going to get it. Next one on the way for Denham is on the way, and back rim, a rare miss, and the rebound pulled down by Zach Freeman. Oh, they come away with just 1 point on that trip.
Need to make the run now. You can't go into the final 5 minutes against this team down because they shoot the free throws too well.
Darius Gant spins left to Gilmore. Gilmore against Panner. The kick out, Andrew Freeman. Looking for a screen from Gant. Dribbles right of the lane, throws it up, met contact, and was fouled. The shot was blocked. Andrew Freeman asserting himself on the offensive end, and he's earned himself a pair.
Ron Rose is really having a heck of a discussion with one of the officials. The official closest to that play did not call a foul there. The other official from the wing had to come in and make the call. It was an obvious foul.
Third on Johnny Standard. Free throw is good for Andrew Freeman. 76% on the season. And he is
Superman. Superman's back in.
Yep. Number 24. The one everyone's watching, stretching out his legs, getting reset for another explosion. If the Titans can stop him, that's their only hope. Both free throws good for Andrew Freeman. And despite all that, the Titans are down only 6. 11:08 to go. It's Standard with a handoff to Panner. Titans going zone in the 2-3. Right corner to Standard. Standard flips it inside to Wheelie. Wheelie, good position on Gant. He scores. Andy Wheelie has 10.
Yeah, just another time they got him great position because of all the attention on Raymond.
66-58. And Morris will walk it up. Sort of playing the point here now as Andrew Freeman controls at the corner. Dribbles over the right hand, angles into the paint, the kick out to Gilmore. Gilmore driving baseline. The floater is good. Andrew Gilmore has 11. Down to a 6-point game.
He loves the mid-range shot, and he is going to be a player his next 2 years here at Wesleyan when those knees get healthy.
Yeah, noticeable limp for Gilmore on the other end. Doing all he can to play defense. Standard lobs into the corner to Panner. Panner angles in, left of the lane, hooks it over to Wheelie. He jacks up an open 3 and sinks it. They could all kill you, not just Kent Raymond. And that's 13 for Wheelie.
Yeah, it's just hard to match up with him when the 6'8 guy can step out and hit a 3 like that. This is why Northwestern only won by 2 over this team.
69-60. 10 minutes left in the game. Titans are down. Gilmore goes to Gant. Gant guarded loosely. Deals to Andrew Freeman. Floats the ball with the post to double down on Zach Freeman. That's a foul. Well, if they can start racking them up and prolonging this game, At the free throw line, that might be the Titans' best hope on the offensive end.
That's number 5 on the Thunder. The Titans have been called for 8. Phil Denham back into the ball game for Wheaton.
4th foul on Fiddler, and he goes out.
And again, down 9. You got to stay in this thing here. Can't afford to get down much more than this.
Andrew Freeman the inbound to Gant. Gilmore, left wing. Morris parks it there, shoots a 3, fading short. It's tipped out to Panner. Panner brings it across the 10-second line after a shot that was rushed off the inbound. They've had a hard time getting it into Zach Freeman. And they perhaps have lost their patience trying to do that. Baseline move by Raymond, throws it up, no good. Another foul, and Raymond back to the line.
Another great whistle, too. I mean, that time he just throws himself into 3 guys and gets to the free throw line. The Shirk Center crowd is booing the call. And again, I know there's contact there, but when he initiates all of it, that is just very tough. Very tough call.
And Kent Raymond has made all 14 of his free throws tonight. First one is up and good.
He is really something. Again, he's just the kind of player in this league you watch, and you're amazed he is in Division III. Kind of like watching Brian Crabtree or, Keelan Emelianovich last year. He just shouldn't be here.
Looked like they whistled Zach Freeman for the foul, but he gets both. Well, I don't know if he's going to have the Shirk Center record. I believe he probably will after the night. I'd like to know what the conference record is for consecutive free throws made in the game. He's on his way to that, too, if he doesn't already have that. 71-60, a foul away from the ball on Wheaton. So they are now at their limit. They have 6. And this one is the 3rd on Andy Wheely.
Some Bronx cheering here at the Shirk Center for that foul called against the Thunder.
Andrew Freeman to inbound, baseline to Gant in the corner. On the right, Wheely in coverage. Gant looks it over, puts it on the floor, tries to unload to Gilmore, can't get it to him. Now to Zach Freeman, looks for a cutter. Zach waits, he'll pop a 3, and it spins out. Gant the rebound. Gant baseline reversing on the Wheely, up and in. Darius Gant with 25.
He has really had a wonderful ball game. Gosh.
25 points on 10 for 11 shooting.
The game is still there, folks. I mean, 9 points with 8:48 to go. Still doable.
Raw baseline to Wheely against Gant with the left hand. Flips it up and in. Well, now they're having a hard time containing him down low.
Well, at 6'8", they're posting him up against 6'4" Darius Gant. That's a tough matchup for the Titans.
Gilmore racing down court, flips it up into paint and scores, goes to the floor. A chance for a 3-point play for Andrew Gilmore.
He has had just a great game, too. You know, almost every player out there offensively has had a great game here tonight. This has just been a good basketball game to watch, and a lot of guys making shots.
Just none of them have compared to Kent Raymond's monumental performance tonight. 34 points. As Andrew Freeman goes to the bench, Phil Denham with his 3rd foul, and Andrew Gilmore with a scrappy 13. A chance for a 3-point play and can bring the Titans within 8. 8:30 to play. Gilmore's left-handed stroke is good. He's 80% on the season. And it's now 73-65 Wheaton. The inbound to Panner against Gilmore. They'll bring it up one-on-one. And the Titans go back into the man-to-man. Panner, top of the key, dribbles with a left hand, flips to Standard. Standard looks it over in the post to Wheely. Wheely, the kick out. Raymond slipped through his hands, lost his position against Jason Bloom. Takes off against him, rolls off a Denham screen to the right, heaves a 3, fading in and out and back in.
My goodness.
Oh, brother. Kent Raymond has 37. That matches the best that any visiting player has ever had here at the Shirk Center.
That was 24 feet off the dribble, sideways.
That's the old Art Kimball expression that you mentioned earlier. There are no bad shots that go in. And I guess there are no bad shots that are taken by Kent Raymond either.
I mean, I'm telling you that he just came around the screen. He didn't get totally square, and he was nowhere near the three-point line. Whew, this is something. I mean, you got to tip your cap.
And Titans are about to inbound as it got knocked out of bounds. And we have a timeout with 7:46 to play. Wheaton leading 76-65. Back in a minute on the... And with Sean Sears back at the WJBC studios. Eric Stock and Bob Quillman at the Shirk Center. Zach Freeman takes off into the paint, draws the double, flips it over to Gant. Gant back pedals, gives to Zach. Titans are down 11 with under 8 to go in the contest. A must-win game for Illinois Wesleyan. Ball fake. Zach Freeman baseline double clutches. Fouled again, elevating for a dunk on the follow. After the whistle, Zach Freeman back to the free throw line.
Zach was patient that time. A couple shot fakes from the right elbow. Wheaton didn't buy. They finally did, though, and he right-hand dribbled to the hoop. And 2 free throws, still not out of range here. 11-point game, 7:31 to go, and Zach on the line.
And 4 fouls on one of the Thunder's big men, Phil Denham. First free throw short for Zach Freeman. He has 10 tonight, and we talked at the beginning about one of the reasons why Zach is not won Player of the Week honors, because they haven't had back-to-back wins most of the time, but he's been so consistent. There's not been that 40-point night. But at the same time, he hasn't had a lot of 10 and 12-point nights. You got to figure with 11, he's still going to end up close to 20 before the night's done.
He has been rock solid. You could count on him for that 20 and 8 every time out this whole year. He's been amazing.
Which means they still have another 8 to 9 points in that shooting hand of his before the night is over. Whealy to kick out here. Standard an open tray. Back rimmed it. Rebound tip by Harrigan to Whealy.
Just a long rebound, tough break. It was a terrible shot that was taken right there. I mean, they got a big break that it bounced into their hands.
Raymond behind the back dribble. Hits it off at the foot of Mohan. And the ball was kicked by Mohan, but they're resetting it, giving it to the Titans. That ball was clearly kicked by Mohan. And Coach Rose wants an explanation. Well, in that case, it should have been a turnover. Ball thrown away. They get the turnover anyway. Bad pass by Raymond looking for Whealy. Now it's Gant to the open floor. Fakes at the foul line. Dishes for Zach Freeman. The jam. Let's see if that'll get him pumped up. Down to an 8-point game. 6:48 to play.
At least you put Wheaton in a position where they're going to have to execute to win the ball game. I mean, 8 points, they're going to have to execute here.
Mohan, top of the key against Harrigan. 76-68 Thunder. Right side Whealy. Whealy looking for a post-up, kicks it out to Raymond. Raymond watched by Bloom. Shake and bake to the paint. The dish to Whealy. Blocked by Zach Freeman. Here come the Titans. Gannell with the open floor. Pulls up right wing. Takes off baseline. Draws the double. Kicks it out. Gant. Left side. Harrigan for 3. Off the side of the rim. Gant the rebound to the putback.
Darius Gant is having the game of his collegiate life.
It's down to a 6-point game. Double down on Mohan and a foul on Jason Bloom.
Oh, the Titans trapped out of the inbounds, and it looked like they had a good one, but Jason Bloom with just a little bit too much arm on Mohan, who will go to the free throw line. A 6-point game, and that was a big whistle.
Well, it's a big one for several reasons. Jason Bloom now fouls out of the game, and Bloom had the unenviable task of having to guard Kent Raymond. He did his best, did as well as anybody could have asked.
He sure did. I mean, at 6'5", Jason Bloom comes in there trying to guard the lightning fast Kent Raymond, and he probably did as good as anyone out there.
And now the Titans trying to steal a timeout out of this because they have time to make a substitution, and they will do so with Jordan Morris. So the Titans, a small lineup of Harrigan, Morris, and Gannell in the backcourt, and Gant and Zach Freeman up front. Now Gannell goes out. And we will see Gilmore return. Mohan for 2. The Titans are in the double penalty. Mohan 83% at the line. Front rim to first, no good. There's still a bit of daylight for the Titans. A 6-point game as Brad Smith, the 6'5 senior, goes out for Wheaton. Ben Panner is back in. Whealy goes to the bench.
The Carthage North Central game is a barn burner. The Redmen are up 1 with 2:12 to go. North Central's at the line for some free throws, so some great games tonight.
Mohan for the second one is good. Mohan with 3. It's a 77-70 game. Wheaton with the lead, 6:07 left. Gilmore in the backcourt with Morris. Panner in coverage. Gilmore brings it up. Sets up the offense against man-to-man coverage. Gives to Harrigan. Harrigan right wing against Raymond. Out to Gilmore. Back to the man. Gilmore shoots a 3 and knocks down off the pass from Mike Harrigan, and that's 17 for Andrew Gilmore.
You could tell that he was looking for a shot there. He wanted that ball back. You could tell he was going to shoot, and Gilmore's really into it now.
Terrific night for Andrews. 17 points. The lead down to 4. Titans need another stop. It's Mohan with the crowd coming to life here at the Shirk Center. Denham out to Mohan. Looking for a screen. Draws the double. Standard fakes a deuce. Inside to Denham. Denham fouled hard. It was Gant. No, a traveling violation. Yeah. A travel on Phil Denham.
The official that was outside the wing, he whistled the travel right away, and he just had to come run into the lane and make the call. So 5:23 to go, 4-point game.
Titans on an 8-1 run. 5:20 left. Gilmore ran into 3 defenders and had it knocked away, but Gant picks it up in the backcourt. Gant goes to Gilmore. Now they slow it down. A 4-point game. Man-to-man Wheaton defense. It's Gilmore. Backpedals against Panner. Flips with the left hand to Morris. Morris journeys to the right against Mohan. Returns to the top of the key. Tight pressure by Mohan. Gilmore comes to meet the pass. Shot clock at 8. Gilmore got to make something happen. Looking for a screen. Draws the double. Knifes in. Fading from 15. And it rims out.
Oh.
Tough break and a loose ball foul against the Thunder.
Yeah, it was a good defensive job by Zach Freeman, who had good position. And now the Titans will get free throws.
With 4:47 to play, that's the 4th foul on Johnny Standard. But this is a 1 and bonus for Zach Freeman.
Well, it's just a great atmosphere tonight, and we've mentioned all the recruits that are here, and you can't ask for a better display of what the Shirk Center looks like at its best. This has been a good one.
Just about a packed house, and a lot of fans are standing up on the concourse level. Front end of a 1 and bonus missed by Zach Freeman.
Ooh, that hurts right there. I mean, that was a chance to cut this to 2 points.
So it remains a 4-point game. Kent Raymond, top of the key, watched by Morris. Going out to Fiddler. Fiddler with 4 fouls goes to Panner. Out to Mohan. Steers right to Fiddler. Fiddler to Raymond. Raymond slashes to the goal. Another foul. And Kent Raymond back to the free throw strike.
He's just getting himself right in the middle of the lane, drawing contact, knows if he gets to the free throw line, he can get his team a W here because he's not going to miss.
He's got to be due, though. 16 for 16. There's got to be a miss in that arm somewhere.
I don't think he misses ones like this.
He makes the first. He is 38.
I don't think in his whole life he's ever missed a free throw in this situation. I mean, he is a basketball player. Complete, a kid from Indiana. This is what you think of right here.
3rd foul on Mike Harrigan. He goes out. Andrew Freeman in with Gilmore, Gant, Morris, and Zach Freeman. 78-73, Wheaton.
What's the Raymond-o-meter at now, Eric?
38.
38 points.
He is now officially the top player scoring the most points in Shirk Center history by an opponent. And he gets the second to make it 39. Titans called timeout at the 4:26 mark. Not only do we have a phenomenal individual effort by Kent Raymond, but a terrific collective effort by the Titans, down 79-73, 4:26 to go. By the way, for those tuning in for the WJDC Children's Radio Auction, it will be coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. Game started 15 minutes late today because of a transportation problem for Wheaton. Their bus broke down as they left town, had to get another one, and it held them back, but they made it, and they brought Kent Raymond with them.
Yeah, I wish they would have left him in, like, Dwight. The Dwight McDonald's would be a good place for Kent Raymond to have stayed.
He is having an unbelievable night. Andrew Freeman off his Zach Freeman screen, dribbles to the baseline, blocking foul. As he put his defender down, that was Johnny Standard, and that will foul him out of the game.
Andrew Freeman, very aggressive. And of the 2 Freemans, Andrew Freeman being the perimeter guy, the better ball handler, he's able to kind of create more in these situations. So Andrew gets himself to the line for 2 free throws, and this game is not over. 6 points with 4:11.
Standard fouls out with a 10. All came in the first half. And Coach Harris has time to make a substitution. He's going to bring Phil Denham, a big man, back in. He has 4 fouls himself. And if you're worried about Kent Raymond's prospects of fouling out, he does not have a single foul yet. So don't worry about that.
The Shirk Center record is 42 by Corey Kuhn, and Kent Raymond is knocking on that door.
Andrew Freeman gets the first. 13 for Andrew. And the Freemans each have a baker's dozen tonight. One more try for Andrew. It's on the way and good. 4-point game, 79-75. Wheaton, they're ranked 25th in the nation. And looking to hold on here at the Shirk Center and pull off at the sweep of the Titans this year. Raymond draws a double in the corner, flips the baseline it away. It's stolen by Darius Gant. Gives back to Gilmore. Gilmore lobs ahead to Morris. Morris for 3. Got it! And it's a 1-point game.
Wow, is this place as loud as it has been all year? Where you been, Shirk Center?
3:43 to go. This place is electric. A 1-point lead for the Thunder. The give and go to Raymond. Raymond with a seam. Raymond the layup, no, but he'll draw another foul. And back to the free throw line.
With 38 points, Kent Raymond can inch closer to the building record of 42. This is one of the best basketball performances you will ever see in your life.
For two. Makes the first. Well, first I said he was paying rent at the free throw line. I think he's building condos there now. 19 for 19 at the free throw line for Kent Raymond. 40 points tonight. Next one is good. Unbelievable. It's a three-point game for Wheaton. 81-78. The Thunder with the lead. 3.5 to go. The Titans have been up to the task tonight. Gilmore with the bounce pass to Zach Freeman.
Don't need a three here. Just all kinds of time left. Just get a hoop.
Andrew Freeman with the seam into the paint, off balance, put his defender on the floor. They both go down. No whistle as he missed the shot. And the rebound coming out to Ben Panner.
If anyone but Raymond takes a shot here, it will be ridiculous.
Wheatley on the left, trying to find 24, can't get it to him, goes to Panner in the corner. Raymond, here's a three, got it. A three for Kent Raymond, and that is now a Shirk Center record for Kent Raymond, 44 points.
They can't stop him.
84-78, a 6-point lead for the Thunder. Out to Gant. They'll give him the three, but he doesn't take it. Pass to the post. Zach Freeman got tangled up with his defender, Denham, and that's going to foul Denham out of the game.
Yeah, 2:43 to go here, Eric. 84-78. And Kent Raymond with 42 points. This is really something.
And with 2:43 left, Zach Freeman has a pair of free throws. So at least the good news for the Titans is they fouled Denham out. They fouled Johnny Standard out of the game. Zach Freeman now with the two as Coach Harris takes time here to make a substitution. With the Titans trailing 84-78.
Got to have the free throws here. I mean, that's an obvious statement. The Titans had a chance last possession to get a hoop. Andrew Freeman a little bit out of control going to the basket. And then Kent Raymond comes down and drills a three from the corner.
Well, Coach Harris is milking this for all he can, and they'll now bring John Mohan.
Another thing about Raymond's performance, we've mentioned all the recruits here the Titans have for the game. And it's good for them to see the caliber player in the CCIW. Sometimes recruits come down to a Division III school and think, I'm better than this, because they're getting talked to by Eastern Illinois and Western. And you come down and see Kent Raymond, all of a sudden you say, I'm not that good.
Yeah, you're not the best in the league if he's still in it.
Nope.
And Kent Raymond still has 2 more years to go. That's the scary part.
He scored 19 points a game as a freshman 2 years ago. For personal reasons, he did not play basketball last year. He came back this year. He's technically a sophomore eligibility-wise. I'm not sure if he plans to use his next 2 years, but I assume that he will. I assume he's a sophomore.
Well, he's playing like a senior. There's no question about that. With his phenomenal performance tonight, with 44 points tonight and the 20 for 20 at the free throw line. The record is 22 straight free throws made in a game. That's the conference record, 22 straight.
In all the years of the CCIW, the record for consecutive free throws is 22.
Yeah, that's a Dale Schweinberger of Augustana back in 1957. That goes back 49 years.
I mean, he's going to get a chance to break that, Eric, because they're going to have to foul, and Raymond's going to be the guy with the ball in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
So you are seeing history tonight, and this Illinois Wesleyan team has really played toe-to-toe here. I mean, they were just within 1 point a minute ago.
And Zach Freeman can bring the Titans within 4 with the 2:43 to go. He has a pair of free throws. Bends the knees, releases, and hits. Zach Freeman with 14.
And this is a long way from over with 2:43. That's a lot of possessions.
Wheaton has led for most of the game. 11 was their biggest margin. Next one is up and spins out. No good. Michael Fiddler, the rebound.
Who's got the kryptonite here?
5-point game for the Wheaton Thunder.
Titans are going to try a 2-3 zone. Might as well.
Mohan. Yeah, nothing else has worked against 24. Here he is with the basketball. Left side against Andrew Freeman. Holds the rock loosely. Dumps it inside to Wheatley. Back out to Raymond. Mohan. Mohan on the right to Panner.
Who's got him?
Here's Raymond. Watched by Gilmore. Comes off a screen, dribbles to the right, kicks it over to Panner. Panner with the left hand in the paint, flips it out to Raymond. Raymond backpedals, shoots a three. Rimming, no good. That was a tough shot. And Andrew Freeman with a rebound.
And he almost made it. As tough as that was, it missed. It almost went.
It's a 5-point game. 2 minutes left. Titans need a goal. Darius Gant out high with lots of space. Goes to Gilmore. Gilmore covered up, down to Gant. Gant in the corner to Morris. Fakes a three, looks to drive, nothing there. Kicks it out to Gilmore. Shot clock at 13. Game clock 1:43. Titans are down by 5. Gilmore stares down Raymond. Comes off a screen. Flashes to the baseline. Blocked from the side, but fouled. And Andrew Gilmore has 2 free throws.
A nice heads-up play by Gilmore, who realized if he could get past his guy, he'd have a chance to score. Wheaton had to slide a guy over and foul him. 1:39 to go. 2 free throws here would make it a 3-point game.
Okay, Kent Raymond got his first foul, so 4 more and he's out of the game. It'll be Andrew Gilmore shooting 2. Makes the first.
And the more I see of Andrew Gilmore, the more certain I am that the Titans have a really good 2-guard for the next 2 years. I mean, he's going to be an all-conference player next year if he's healthy.
Next one for Gilmore spins out, and the rebound to Wheatley. Titans are missing some clutch free throws. They're down by 4.
Yeah, 1 of 2 at the line, Eric, is just not going to cut it, and that's what they've done the last 3 trips. Not good.
Against a Wheaton team that flat out doesn't miss. 1:26 left. Titans will still get a few more possessions, but they need some stops.
Titans are going to sit back in this 2-3 zone. Raymond's at half court just holding the ball. And I think this is all you can do if you're Ron Rose is play zone and hope for a miss.
Banner, Mohan, right side of Raymond, looking to move baseline. Works out to the 3-point line with the left hand. Kicks it out. Mohan, long 3, and buries it.
Unbelievable. John Mohan from 25 feet.
With a shot clock winding down. That was a backbreaker. Morris, top of the key. Titans are down 7. Works it inside to Zach Freeman. Drops it in. No good. Looked like it was going down, but it didn't fall. Panner the rebound. Titans got a foul.
Yeah.
They double down. Panner nearly thrown away. Wheatley saves it at the half-court line, and time is called by the Thunder with 45 seconds to go. So after all that, and the concentration on stopping number 24, you see John Mohan taking a 25-footer with the shot clock winding down, and he sinks it.
Nothing more you can do there than tip your cap again. John Mohan takes a 25-footer. I will live with that every time. And he made it. What are you going to do?
I was relieved. I'm sure you were relieved when he took that shot. We're thinking they made the stop.
I thought, perfect. It's going to be a long rebound. I started looking at the free throw line to see where that ball was going to carry him. And from 25 feet it went in. And that was the backbreaker. Wheaton looks to be on the way to a big road win.
45 seconds to go. Both teams are in the double penalty. Brett Shermanick will come into the lineup. Titans have to foul. It's still a 3-possession game, but they've got to force turnovers because we know if it comes down to free throws, they really don't have a prayer.
No, absolutely not, because Wheaton's going to get it in the hands of Kent Raymond. They're very good at getting the ball where they want it to go in these situations. Kent Raymond has a chance to break the all-time CCIW consecutive free throw record. He has, is it 20 right now, Eric?
Yes, sir.
20 for 20 in this game. And the record for one game is 22 of 22.
And the Thunder as a team, 27 out of 29. So he's not the only one with great marksmanship. Mohan off the inbound. Dribbles the ball, gives back to Panner. They collide on him. It's Gilmore and Zach Freeman closing in. With 39 seconds to go, Harrigan's going to come in. They need a 3-point threat. Second foul on Zach Freeman. And Panner at the line. He's 68% on the season. 2 for 2 at the line tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, this was a real good effort by Illinois Wesleyan here tonight. No question about that. They're going to get beat by a pretty thin margin. It's going to probably look like 10 or 11 before it's over, but this was a close game throughout.
One more try for Panner. It's on the way and good. He's in double figures, 89-80. Wheaton with the lead under 39 seconds. Gilmore races up court, dribbles to the baseline, wraps around from Panner, lays it in, and a quick timeout. The basket for Andrew Gilmore gives him 20 with 32 seconds to go. And this is a timeout, and just a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30 and return in a moment on The Voice 1230 WJBC.
Roses are red, violets are blue, and Cupid says Pinecrest Apartments has room for you. Atmosphere is everything on Valentine's Day, and it will be perfect in a studio apartment, 1, 2, or 3-bedroom apartment, or a 2-bedroom townhome that reflects your personality and lifestyle. Prepare a romantic dinner for 2 in a kitchen, complete with stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, and garbage disposal. Gas, heat, and water are included as part of the many amenities at Pinecrest Apartments in Normal. Call 309-452-7332.
This is Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on The Voice, 1230 WJBC.
For those of you tuning in for the WJBC Children's Radio Auction, that will be coming up live from Schnucks here in just a couple of moments as we finish the final 32 seconds of the game. Mohan is fouled. Looks like Mike Harrigan, the guilty party, with 30 seconds to go. Had a terrific game tonight. The Titans battled down to the wire against the Thunder, but it looks like they're running out of gas here late. Fourth foul, Mike Harrigan.
Again, just not able to combat what Kent Raymond hit him with, and we feature, as the free throws made, we featured him in the pregame. We asked Ron Rose about him. You expected 30 maybe, big game, 30, 20, 25, but you did not expect 40 plus.
44 tonight for Kent Raymond. And Mohan gets both. 91-82, the lead for Wheaton. Gilmore dribbles to the baseline, jacks up a 3 off of the side of the rim. Nice rebound by Harrigan, kicks it out to Morris. He launches a quick tray off of the mark. Raymond the rebound. Are they going to foul him? They don't want to. Walks to the baseline. He's begging for one. Kicks it out to Mohan, and Mohan is fouled with 11 seconds to go. And it looks like Kent Raymond will not have the chance to tie the conference record for consecutive free throws without a miss in one game.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because they had a chance to foul Kent Raymond, and I think they made a decision down 9 of 15 seconds. They weren't going to do it, but then they did foul Mohan. So Kent Raymond could have had that record.
And, of course, no one down on the floor is aware of that at all. They just know that Kent Raymond has had a phenomenal night.
Well, they know that it's an automatic 2 points. I mean,
yeah, they know that.
You just don't have games like this. The Illinois Wesleyan crowd is giving Kent Raymond a nice ovation as he checks out.
And well-deserved. He has broken the Shirk Center record for scoring not only by an opponent but anyone in any color uniform. 44 points tonight. Mohan ices it. Second one is good. A 93-82 game, 10 seconds to go. Gilmore brings it up off a Morris screen to the baseline. Stop and go. Hooks it over to Elias Washington for the basket. Elias Washington gets his first field goal. And that'll do it. Back to the Shirk Center, Eric Stunk and Bob Quillman. The Titans come up short tonight against the Wheaton Thunder by a score of 93-84. And a terrific night here for two individuals. And we're going to start here with Darius Gant. What a night you had. 27 points. We're also going to talk to Kent Raymond of the Thunder. But a great night on your part, and you guys almost pulled it out.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think both teams definitely played hard. They hit free throws the whole game. That's what kept them in it the whole time. We were fouling a lot, and they just did a great job of hitting the free throws. Both teams played hard, and it was a great – we would have wanted to turn out the other way, but, it was a great game either way.
Hey, Darius, this guy to your left, Kent Raymond, who set the Shirk Center all-time record for scoring with 44 tonight. What can you say about his performance?
I mean, we couldn't stop him, man. Every time he got to the basket, which was literally every time, it was a foul, hit both free throws, or, he finished. So, great finisher, great player. I give him respect for that one, and he did a great job carrying his team today.
Well, Darius, great ball game tonight, and keep it rolling. Let's finish strong, huh?
Okay.
Thanks, Darius. We appreciate it. And Kent Raymond from the Wheaton Thunder, who's joining us today. Kent, you sent the all-time record, all the great players who have played here on the Shirk Center floor. You scored more points than any of them in one game. It was just one of those games you had to be feeling it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I felt like I was just throwing the ball into the ocean. That the rim was really wide and everything went down for me. I was fortunate to get quite a few calls. I'm not sure all the faithful here in the Shirk Center agreed with all of them, but I was able to get to the free throw line quite a bit, capitalize those free throws.
You got a few pats to the back from some of the fans here, and there was a collective I don't want to call it a groan, but when Ben Alcine announced the 44 points, everybody wanted to know how many you had because they know it was a very special night.
Yeah. It's a real blessing because my family, I'm from Indianapolis, so they get to come up to some of the games, but my brother lives in Champaign, Illinois now, so my brother, my sister, my mom, and dad actually made the trip, so that's just extra special, them being able to be here to watch, and it's fun being here as a family, so I'm glad they got to enjoy it.
Kent, just curious, as a senior in high school, what were your bigger level opportunities? Certainly some Division I's we're talking. What were some of those opportunities?
Yeah. Well, as you know, in the recruiting process, a lot of it has to do with your AAU involvement. I chose, just because of the style of playing AAU, I chose not to play after my sophomore and junior year. So because of that, I don't think I got recruited by as many schools as I would have if I would have played AAU. But I got recruited by West Point out in New York, a few looks by Holy Cross, a D2 down in Florida, and then a lot of NAIA schools in Indiana.
Well, I think the entire Missouri Valley missed on you. And, I said in the game that you could start for most of those teams, and I honestly, being familiar with that league, believe that. Great game tonight, Kent.
Appreciate it.
And represent the CCIW well the rest of the day.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
a lot, guys.
Thanks a lot. Kent Raymond with a phenomenal 44-point performance tonight, a Sharks set a record in Wheaton's 93-84 win. For those of you tuning in for the WJBC Children's Radio Auction, that's coming up here in just a couple of moments. The game did start late here tonight, and we will hear from Coach Ron Rose in just a moment as we return in 2 minutes here to the Sharks Center on The Voice, 1230 WJBC. And welcome back to the Sharks Center. Eric Stonk and Bob Quillman joined now by Titans coach Ron Rose. A 93-84 win for the Wheaton Thunder and a phenomenal 44-point performance from Kent Raymond. Coach, what do you do when a guy has a night like that?
Well, he obviously is a heck of a basketball player. You know, he's a total package at the guard position. He handles it, he shoots it, he drives it, he creates for other people. You know, we played mainly man because every time we went zone, they found open shooters. We went box and one. They found open shooters and scored. We thought our best bet was a man-to-man and try to help on him. And he's crafty. I mean, he knows how to get that half a step on you. He knows how to create contact inside. And, you know, we had no answer for Kent Raymond tonight.
Ron, you had a lot of recruits here at the game tonight. One of the things I said during the broadcast, sometimes it's really good for recruits to see a performance like that because a lot of times kids come to a Division III school and think that maybe they're better than Division III. When you watch Kent Raymond tonight from the stands as a recruit, you say, oh, yeah, I'm not as good as that guy is.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the best players in our league, and they're all Division I players. Zach Freeman's a Division I player, and Kent Raymond is also. And no question that he's a special player, and I wish he was a senior. I don't want to say.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, I tell you, he's awfully talented.
But indicative of the fact that Wheaton is a complete team and not just Kent Raymond, it was John Mohan that might have had the clincher, a three-point shot with the shot clock down to 2 seconds. Looked like you had him beat on that turn.
Well, you know what? We lose by 9, but we're 2 stops away from having a chance to take the lead. There was a pivotal period there with about 2.5 to go where if we can get 2 stops, we have a chance to take the lead, and you know, but that's that time where with 2-3 minutes to go, it's a different game than the rest of the game, and that's where those stops are critical, and they executed, got a bucket. We missed one. They came down, and you're right, he hit a deep 3 that it comes out, you got a chance, but you know, they shoot the ball extremely well. They execute their game plan very well, and you know, our kids, we gave an honest effort tonight. I don't think you can fault our kids' effort or you know, we put up 84. It's just a team that you know, they just played very good basketball tonight.
Senior night, Wednesday, and it'll be the last time on the Shirk Center floor for Andrew Freeman, Zach Freeman, Tyler Smith, Mike Harrigan. Always a lot of emotion. But, gosh, especially a special player like Zach Freeman, who's meant so much to this program for 4 years. That's going to be a tough one to see, isn't it?
It is, and I've only been here a year, but, you know, what a neat group of senior class to be initiated to Titan basketball. And those kids mean a lot to me. They've been great leaders. And I'm going to be sad to see them go. And you're right. What a special group of kids and what a career Zach Freeman has had.
Well, Ron, we appreciate it, and as we said during the game, all you can do out there tonight is tip your cap to the guy that was just absolutely unstoppable. So, you know, go get him Wednesday.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ron.
As Coach Ron Rose of the Illinois Wesleyan Titans, they fall tonight by 93-84 final. as we bring you the final numbers on tonight's contest. The Titans shot the ball very well. They were 60% for the game, 32 out of 53, while Wheaton shot 25 out of 43 for 58%. They were 10 for 20 from three-point range, and the Titans were 4 for 12 on the night. And Wheaton shot an astounding 33 out of 36 at the free throw line, while the Titans were 16 out of 23 tonight for 70%. Wheaton had a slim rebounding margin of 24-22, and they had only 8 turnovers. The Titans only committed 10 for the game. That's one of their best levels of the season. They just simply could not stop Kent Raymond. He was 9 for 13 from the field, 6 for 9 from 3, and 20 for 20 from the free throw line, too short of the conference record, but was a Shirk Center record in scoring 44 points tonight to lead the Wheaton Thunder to the win. They had 4 others in double figures, 15 for Andy Wheatley, 10 for Ben Tanner, 10 for John Mohan, and 10 for Johnny Standard. He fouled out of the game, and 4 for Phil Denham. Titans got a terrific night from Darius Gant, 27 points on 11 of 12, shooting 5 for 7 at the line, 20 for Andrew Gilmore on 8 of 15 shooting. Zach and Andrew Freeman both had 14 tonight. Zach had 4 rebounds, Andrew with 3, 7 for Jordan Morris tonight. And off the bench, they got only 2 points tonight. That came from Elias Washington in the final minute of the game. 2,100 tonight's attendance, and again, a record for Kent Raymond, scoring 44 tonight. This loss officially takes the Titans out of the conference race. They dropped to 3-8 on the season in conference play, 10-12 overall. 3 more games left, and the final home game here Wednesday night against Augustana at the Shirk Center. That will be at 7:30, and we hope to see you then. That's going to wrap up our coverage here from the Shirk Center tonight. Stay tuned for the WJBC Children's Radio Auction coming up here in just a moment. For Bob Quillman and Sean Ziers back at the WJBC studios, I'm Eric Stark saying so long from the Shirk Center. Again, the final, Wheaton 93, Illinois Wesleyan 80.